जयति जयति भारत माता बुध गीता 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 निखिल मत वन निरतनत जन सुगीता निखिल मत वन निरतनत जन सुगीता निखिल मत वन निरतनत जन सुगीता जयति जयति जयति।
नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं दैवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्. I pay my humble salutations to the lotus feet of Saint Vedavyasa, without whom today we will not be able to have processed or received the Bhagavad Gita or the Mahabharata. Continuing from where we left in the last few sessions, in the previous special session we had discussed about Atatayinaha, the 6 types of infidels, as we can call them, the 6 types of people who deserve death penalty. Continuing from that part, Arjuna continues to say, Tasmanarha vayam hantum dhartarashtran swabandhavan swajanam hi katham hatva sukhinasyama madhavam. Tasmat narha vayam hantum dhartarashtran swabandhavan. Dhartarashtran refers to the sons of Dhritarashtra, and swabandhavan, bandhu and bandhava means friends and relatives. Swabandhavan, our relatives, our friends. Swajanam hi katham hatva. Swajana, jana means people, and swa means our. That's why today even we are following the Swadesh movement. We are all focusing on buying goods that are produced in Swadesha, our country. So in that sense, Swajana means our people. Swajanam hi katham hatva. Hatva means killing. Arjuna asks, Swajanam hi katham hatva. How do we kill our own people and Sukhinasyama madhava, be happy about it? Every karma is accompanied with emotions, be it happiness, sadness, comfort, and Arjuna feels this action will predominantly give him grief. How can one be comfortable or happy or contented having killed one's own friends or relations? Tasmat narha vayam hantum. Oh Krishna, the one who knows everything, that is why we should not kill our relatives. This is Arjuna justifying to Krishna why he must not fight this war. He says, who are we to punish, O Krishna? All these people are swabandhavaha, our relatives, our friends. And you say, fight. But how will I kill my own people and be happy about it, be contented about it? Oh Krishna, we are not eligible for this punishment. Also in the Shastras, punishments are generally given out by a third person to the criminal. No person related to the criminal is allowed to give the judgment for the crime. Even operations that happen in hospitals, generally doctors who are related to the patient do not perform the surgery, because emotion comes in the middle, and when emotion strikes, fear dominates. the fear of hurting the person, the fear of what will happen if this is a failure. But when a doctor treats a third person, this fear is reduced. It is a huge crime to say that the doctor does not have fear about the patient's life. Every doctor, every frontline worker fighting for us today on fighting this corona crisis and all the other diseases of the world do have a sense of fear for their patients. But when the patient is related to them, the fear is alleviated. It is magnified. Therefore, in this sense, even teachers are generally not joined or not employed or not appointed to the same class of their world. Generally, when a student's parent is a teacher, the parent opts to teach another class than the class in which the student belongs. So this is evidence of blood is always thicker than water. There is always bias when a person who is very dear to us is involved, and therefore the decision will haunt us for eternity. This is the most important part we need to understand. It is possible for the teacher to be impartial. Yes, the ward might have failed, and when the parent marks the student as not getting pass mark, it haunts the parent for a very long time. The parent's dreams are always filled with images of the person being a teacher failed his own son. That image will haunt the teacher and the parent, who are the same person in this context, for a very long time. Therefore, Arjuna says, we are related to the Dhartarashtras, and therefore we should not be the people to punish. But what is very important to note here, and the justification given by various scholars in this Dharma Shastra, is that the Pandavas are completely eligible to punish the Kauravas. The reason being, they are not blood related. If we look at the Pandavas, they were born of Kunti and the Devatas, not Pandu. And the Kauravas were born of Gandhari and Dhritarashtra. Therefore, if the Pandavas were to be related to the Kauravas, they had to be sons of Pandu. But they are not sons of Pandu, they are all sons of Devatas. Yudhishthira is the son of Dharma, Bhima is the son of Vayu, Arjuna is the son of Indra, Nakula and Sahadeva are sons of Ashwini Kumaras, and they all share mothers. Kunti is the mother of Yudhishthira, Bhima and Arjuna. Madri is the parent of Nakula and Sahadeva. None of these children bear the blood of Pandu. Therefore, they are not related to the Kauravas, and hence they are eligible to give judgment for this. And that is why they are justified to fight this battle. That is the first point towards fighting this war. This is again fighting Arjuna with his own words. Arjuna says, I cannot punish my own relatives. But the counterpoint is, they are not your relatives at all. You are not blood related to them in any way. Actually, if Arjuna were to punish Krishna, then it would be a sin, because Krishna and Arjuna are related. They are related. Krishna is Arjuna's uncle. Therefore, there exists a relation there. That punishment would have been unfair. But here, the people involved are the Kauravas, and the Kauravas are not at all blood related to the Pandavas, and thus their participation is completely justified here. Arjuna continues to place out his judgment. This is just like a court proceeding happening. Arjuna is giving out his opinions and perspectives of the Yuddha, and Krishna says, no, don't look at it that way. There's another way of looking at it, and shows him the right way. Arjuna says, Yadyapyetena pashyanti लोभोपहत चेतसः कुलक्षयकृतं दोषं मित्रद्रोहे च पातकम्. Now Arjuna comes to the defensive side. He says, Yadyapyetena pashyanti lobhopahata chetasa. Oh Krishna, pashyanti means to be able to see. Lobhopahata chetasaha. Lobhaha means greed. Lobhopahata chetasaha means a person who has greed at the center of the heart. He says, oh Krishna, with these people, with greed at the center of their heart, do not see the crime they are going to commit here. Do you know what the crime is, Krishna? Kulakshaya kritam dosham mitra drohe cha patakam. Kulakshaya kritam. Kula means family and kshaya means stop, end. Akshaya means endless. Kshaya means end, stop, limit. Kulakshaya kritam. These people, oh Krishna, are ready to stop families, end families. How? Because they have greed at the center of their heart. They are blinded by that greed, Krishna. Mitra drohe cha patakam. They are ready to break friendships for this. The only relation that does not come by blood is friendship. All the other relationships are by blood. Be it uncle, be it grandfather, father, brother, sister, mother. All these are blood relations, and the only relation we can talk about which is not a blood relation is a friend. And these people are ready to break even that. Oh Krishna, leave them. Katham najneyam asmabhihi papadasmat vivartitam kulakshaya kritam dosham prapashyadbhir janardhanam. Katham najneyam asmabhihi. Even we did not realize it, Krishna. They have greed at the center of their heart, so they were blinded by it. That may be justified, but how were we blinded? In all the times when we spent as exile in the forests, katham najneyam asmabhihi. How did we not realize this at all, that we are going to commit a crime? Every minute we were talking about, let the war start and we will show who we are. Every minute the intention was to wait for the exact moment when the war will start. We were yearning for the war to start. They are ignorant. They are blinded by hate. They are blinded by greed. What about us all these days? Oh Krishna, weren't we blinded the same way? How come we were equally deluded? How did we yearn for this battle without for a moment thinking it would break the family and cause lot of friendships to detach? Oh Krishna, Arjuna's point here is very elaborate. The explanation behind this is very elaborate. A Kshatriya, oh Krishna, is not allowed to refuse or decline an invitation to any challenge. That is why even my brother Yudhishthira had to keep playing the dice game, because he was continuously invited. When a Kshatriya denies entering the contest, it means the Kshatriya has lost. He is no more a Kshatriya. Whenever he declines a competition, he says, no, I cannot come for this battle. Immediately, the Kshatriya Dharma is lost. This is how most of the tantras in Mahabharata happened. Trigarta king Susharma invited Arjuna to battle and took him far away. Arjuna could not decline because it was against Kshatriya Dharma. And that is why Abhimanyu had to be martyred. This is how the challenges happened. We all sit here today and say, Why did Yudhishthira play the dice game? Did he not know that much to not keep everything at stake? Didn't he have that much maturity? The answer lies in the question itself. His name is Yudhishthira. He is an embodiment of Dharma, and nobody knows Dharma better than him and Vidura. That is why Yudhishthira could not decline it. Yudhishthira had no intention to play this dice game, yet he could not decline playing it because it was an open challenge. And if he had declined, he should have stepped down as a Kshatriya and sacrificed his life, because that is not Kshatriya Dharma. When someone calls you out for a battle or a challenge, you go. That is what makes a person a Kshatriya. Reacting is what makes a person a proper Kshatriya, and this is justified in the Mahabharata itself. Nobody asks the question to Dharmaraya. Nobody asks Yudhishthira, why did you accept the dice game? Even Draupadi asks whether he placed himself first or me. In order to clarify, even Draupadi knew that Yudhishthira kept playing because of the invite and not because of his intention. If we, the people who know the basics and the characters of Mahabharata, for a moment make the mistake of thinking that Yudhishthira was a Chapalachitta, a person who was deluded by game, a board, a dice game, there is no other fool in the world who is bigger than us. He was abiding by his dharma, regardless of what happens because of it. We all follow ethics whenever it suits us. Imagine we are going on a fancy journey and the red light is on. We immediately stop and tell all the people around us also, sir, red light, please stop. But imagine, it's an emergency. A high level meeting is going to happen and it is going to decide your promotion. The meeting will start at 10 o'clock and the time is 9:50. You need 20 minutes to reach your office and the red light is on. At that time, if we stop our vehicle and tell other people to wait, that is when we are really showing our dharma, not when we are comfortable with doing it. When we are comfortable with doing it, everyone does it. The only dharmishtas who today are the examples for various people are the people who have lived by their dharma even when it is difficult. Take the examples of Harishchandra, take the example of Rama. They all went by the dharma, went by their ethic, even when it was very difficult to do it. It almost seemed impossible. And the improper, the dharmic way was very easy. How many minutes would have it taken for Harishchandra to say one lie and save everything? It would have taken 2 seconds to utter one lie. But no, despite there being a situation where he had to cremate his own son, and in order to cremate his own son, the dakshina was required, and the dakshina had to be given to his owner. But his wife did not have the dakshina. He did not cremate the body. He did not accept the cremation. That is the level of dedication, and that is when you look at a person as an example. You do not just utter 1 or 2 truths and claim yourself to be a big dharmishta. Real dharmishtas are always tested in the maximum level possible. When there is only 1 seat for a particular institution, the test will be very hard. When there are 100 people and there are 1,000 seats available, there will be no test. So we have to understand, if we are being tested, it means we have to follow our ethics properly. This is a time of a test for the whole country, where we have to follow the ethic of supporting our own local people and buying our own local products. This is the test that we are currently facing, and our abiding to the ethics will decide whether we are going to be examples in the future or a mere mention. So Arjuna stands here, his point crystal clear, that what he has become ready to do is a wholesome destruction of family and friends. He, of all people, he realizes even he was deluded by this desire for battle. He questions his own choices and his brother's choices. Yudhishthira, my brother, is the greatest embodiment of Dharma, and even he did not realize this is going to cause Kulakshaya. Oh Krishna, you are a person who knows everything. Did you not realize this is Kulakshaya? Vidura knows everything, Bhishma knows everything, Drona knows everything. All these people are great scholars. Do they not know this is Kulakshaya? Do they not know this is going to destroy so many families? Why did they not point it out to us? Duryodhana and his brothers are evil-minded. Lobhopahata chetasaha. Let them be. Why did Bhishma Pitamaha or Dronacharya or Vidura call us, the Pandavas, and tell us so many families are going to be destroyed, why don't you sacrifice? We would have happily done that. Nobody pointed this out to us, and today now we are standing here at Kurukshetra facing our family and friends. And now, Krishna, I don't want to fight this war. I do not want to fight at any cost. Not for the cost of heaven. Why would I even fight for earth? This is not even earth, a small portion of it. Why would I fight for it? I don't want to fight. O Madhava. Thus saying, Arjuna is going to continue his arguments against war in the upcoming session, which we will be seeing in the next video. So with that note, we are all probably in Arjuna's situation right now, a dilemma of what to do at this moment, because a pandemic has affected us. Will we be allowed to go out? When will this end? How will we boycott products? So many questions have been pacing inside our minds, and someone like Krishna will surely answer our questions very soon and provide us a way to victory. With that prayer to Lord Krishna to guide us in the proper manner and show us the purpose of life, I place my humble salutations and prayers at his lotus feet and conclude my session for today. Govindeti sada dhyanam, Govindeti sada japam, Govindeti sada dhyanam, sada Govinda kirtanam. Swastif prajabhyah paripalayantam, Nyayena margena mahim mahishaham, Go brahmanebhyah shubhamastu nityam, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, Kale varshatu parjanyaham, Prithvi sasya shadini, Deshoyam kshobarahitah, Sajjana santu nirbhayah, Aputrah putrinas santu pautranah, Adhanas sadhanas santu, Jivantu sharadam shatam. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.